Ranked Johnston. Oh, battle of the losers coming out. At least yesterday. Thank you. That was a record hot box. You're not gonna be. No, he hates me.
Look at Tapper, just holding my right.
Next few weeks I'm gonna start learning that. Definitely.
Jumping for Johnston will be number 24, Tom Zednick. For Chariho, number 32, Chris Leverrier. Tom Zednick wins the jump, goes to number 32, Ralph Zednick. On top to Mark Capaldi. Mark. Over to Chris. Back to Mark Capaldi. Back over to Chris Gentile. Gets it out to Captain Brian Crum. Brian trying to look inside. Swings it over to Chris Gentile. Down low to Tom Zednick. Tom shot is off. Chris is there for the rebound and scores. Number 22, Chris Gentile, scores the first two for Johnston High. Ball moved up now by Chariho. Number 10, Mike Shields. Over to Dave Conkle. Conkle shoots from outside. No good. Rebound number 2. 32. Chris Leverrier. Over to 15. Back up on top to Mike Shields. Shields over to Conkle. Mike Shields over to Conkle. Back to Olivier. Back on top to O'Leary. O'Leary shoots for two. It's no good. Ralph Zednick with the rebound out to Brian Crum. They move it up. In the corner to Mark Capaldi. Into the middle to Gentile, to Ralph, over to brother Tom. Out of bounds, saved by number 15, Ryan O'Leary. Moved up by Chris Laverriere. On top to Dave Conkle, over to Chris Laverriere. Over to Mike Shields. Mike dribbles, back on top to Ryan, back to Ryan. Three-pointer short, rebound. Rebound by Chris Laverriere, and he puts it in for two. Ball up to Mark Capaldi. He gets it over the timeline. Brian Crum to Mark. Over to Chris Gentile. On top to Tommy Zednick. Tommy looks down low for Mark, but it's out of bounds off Johnston. Ryan O'Leary to inbound. Dave Conkle takes it up. Travel on Mike Shields. Ball goes to Johnston. Brian Crum to inbound. Inbound to Mark, back to Brian. Brian gets it over to Mark Capaldi on top. Mark penetrates, shoots. His shot is short. Rebound, Chris Gentile. Out to Brian Crum. Crum looks inside to Tom Zednick. He can't handle the pass. Out of bounds, off Chariho. Johnston ball. Crum to inbound. Gets it into Tom Zednick. Back into the corner. Brian Crum for three. It's short. He follows. Out of bounds off Chariho again. Crum to inbound. Gets it to Mark Capaldi. Capaldi drives, shoots. His shot is short. Out of bounds again off Chariho. So Johnston's getting a lot of opportunities this trip up the floor. Score tied at 2. Crum to inbound. He's looking inside. Back to Crum in the corner. Crum drives. The hook is good. Brian Crum. Mike Shields takes it up for Chariho. Pass to Conkle. In the corner to Ryan O'Leary. Back up on top. O'Leary in the corner. Up to Shields. Back to O'Leary to Shields. Over to Collins. Back on top to Conkle. To Shields. Shields shoots. Way off the mark. Rebound. Capaldi as he gets it up to Ralph Zednick. Zednick to Crum. Crum drives. Pulls up. Shoots. It's off the mark. Ralph's hook. No good. Crum fighting for the rebound. Out of bounds off Johnston. Some exciting first quarter action. Don't you think so, Jason?
Definitely, definitely.
Now coming in for Johnston, number 21, Dave Hansen, and number 20, Scott Waterman sitting down, Mark Capaldi and Chris Gentile. Chariho takes up the ball, Mike Shields, over to Conkle, back to Shields, over to O'Leary. Conkle shoots, it's no good. Crum with the rebound, goes to Scott Waterman. Waterman moves it up. Gets it to Dave Hansen. Hansen looks up top to Ralph Zednick at the foul line. He drives, shoots, and it's good. Ralph Zednick scores. Timeout. In for Chariho, number 30, Jeff Ulrichsen. Chariho brings it up. Conkle to bring it up. Conkle over to O'Leary. Over to Shields. Shields doesn't shoot it. Back to O'Leary. O'Leary into Ulrichsen. Back up top to O'Leary. O'Leary tries to go inside. It's picked off though. Tom Zednick to Ralph, to Scott Waterman, who moves it up the floor. Scott gets it to Ralph. Ralph drives his hook, blocked inside, but Ralph gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Good rebounding for Johnston High down low on the offensive boards. Chariho moves it up, over to O'Leary, up on top to Conkle. O'Leary with the ball, over to Shields. Shields brings it on top, gets it over to O'Leary. O'Leary to Conkle, inside to Ulrichsen. Ulrichsen's turnaround is no good. Rebound back up on top to O'Leary. Over to Conkle, back to O'Leary. Shields drives, nowhere to go. Back up on top. Conkle with a shot, and it's good, a two-pointer. Dave Conkle. Waterman to bring it up for Johnston. Gets it over the timeline. Over to Ralph Zednik, back to Waterman. Back to Ralph. Ralph looking inside to Dave Hansen. Hansen shot. It's off. Rebound, Ralph Zednik. So he goes baseline. Passes to Brian Crum. Crum goes in, up, and it's short. Rebound, Ryan O'Leary. Over to Dave Conkle. Gets it over to Shields. Shields back to Conkle. Over to O'Leary. It's taken away from Shields by Waterman, and he moves it up the floor, looking for Crum. Finds him. Crum goes baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by number 10, Mike Shields. And back in comes number 32, Chris LaRiviere. Crum to inbound to Waterman to Hansen. Back to Crum for three. It's good. Three-pointer, Brian Crum. Chariho moves the ball up. Shields looking up top to number 15, O'Leary. O'Leary to Conkle. O'Leary for three. It's off. Crum with the rebound. Crum moves the ball up the floor. Now decides to slow it up. Crum being harassed. Over to 21, Dave Hansen. On top to Waterman. To Zednik, who drives. The hook is short. He gets his own, puts it back up and in. Ralph Zednik, who's really been a force in this first quarter. Don't you think so, Jason?
Definitely, definitely.
Ball now moved up by Chariho. Inside to number 31, Matt Collins. Shot by Dave Conkle. It's good. It's a three-pointer.
Change his name to Phil.
And now Johnston moves the ball up as Scott Waterman passes to Ralph Zednik. Back up to Scott. Stolen by number 10, Mike Shields. He goes all the way. Brian Crum. It's good for two. Crum now moves it up. Gets it on top to Waterman. Waterman quickly to Zednik. Zednik back up on top to Crum, who's looking inside to Tom. Tom Zednik goes up, and he's fouled. So he'll go to the line, shoot two. Fouls on number 15, Ryan O'Leary, and he'll come out. In comes number 24, Steve Bodick. Tom's first shot is no good. Still has one left. As Johnston's up 13-9 with 17 seconds left in the first quarter. His second shot is no good. Rebound, Brian Crum puts it back up. It's short. Foul down low. Foul's gonna be called on number 32, Ralph Zednik, his first. Team first. Chariho inbounds. Conkle to Shields as Waterman goes for the steal. Gets it into Bodick. Back up on top to Shields. Over to Conkle. Conkle drives baseline. The shot is blocked by Tom Zednik. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score Johnston 13, Chariho 9. Chariho to inbound. Number 13, Dave Conkle. Into number 10, Mike Shields. Shields over to Bodick. Bodek gets it stolen by Waterman, who gets it up to Tom Zednick, up to brother Ralph. Ralph goes up and lays it in. Ralph Zednick. Good play. Now Bodek with the ball. Gets it to Conkle. Over to LaRiviere. LaRiviere shot's no good. Save Tom Zednick. Up to Scott Waterman, who brings it up. Gets it to Ralph. Ralph dribbles back up to Scott. Scott back to Ralph Zednick. Zednick to Waterman. Waterman drives, gets it back up on top to Brian Crum. Three-pointer, it's good. His second of the night. Chariho moves it up. Bodek with the ball. Gets it back to Conkle. Conkle over to Shields. Shields shot. It's a two-pointer. In and out. LaRiviere loses control of the rebounds. Controlled by Dave Hansen, who gets it to Scott Waterman. Waterman moves it up. Gets it into Tom Zednick. Zednick looking for Hansen. It's picked off by Bodek. As he moves it up the floor, gets it to Conkle, who loses it back to Bodek. Foul. Call on number 20, Scott Waterman. It's his first. Team second. And Steve Bodek will shoot two. As number 15 comes back into the game, Ryan O'Leary for number 31, Matt Collins. No, he won't be shooting two. They take it out of bounds. Bodek with the ball. Kicked out of bounds by Ralph Zednick. Chariho to inbound. Dave Conkle gets it to Steve Bodek. Bodek over to Shields. Number 13, Dave Conkle's shot is off. Brian Crum to rebound. Moves it up. Crum. Nothing inside. Gets it on top to Scott Waterman. Gets it over to Ralph Zednick, who drives and, oh, the shot is no good. Tom Zednick with the rebound. He goes back up. But there's a foul. Fouls on number 32. Johnston to inbound. Crum to Waterman. Over to Crum. Three-pointer. It's good. Brian Crum's third three-pointer of the night. Chariho now moves the ball up. Mike Shields over to Conkle. Conkle to Bodek. To LaRiviere. No, he travels with it. Steve Bodek travels. So that's another Chariho turnover as Johnston will inbound. Scott Waterman to Brian Crum. Crum works the right side, gets it over to Scott. Scott drives, looks inside to Tom, pass is picked off. Number 10, Mike Shields, who travels with it. So Johnston will have another chance. Crum to inbound to Waterman. Waterman on top to Hansen. Back to Waterman. Three-pointer. It's good! Scott Waterman. Three-point basket. Number 10. Mike Shields gets picked off by Tom Zednick. Pass it up to brother Ralph, who misses, but Tom's there for the rebound and puts it in. Johnston with an excellent job on those offensive boards. Now Chariho moves it up. Number 13, Dave Conkle, over to Mike Shields. Shields looks inside to LaRiviere, but it's knocked out of bounds. Off Chariho. Johnston ball. Timeout, Chariho. So Johnston really putting Chariho away here in the first half as they're up 26-9 with 5:20 left to go. Johnston really exploding on those offensive boards.
This guy.
Now Johnston takes the floor as they will inbound. Brian Crum gets ready to inbound. Crum to Waterman. Back to Crum. Crum takes it up. Over to Scott Waterman, who gets it to Ralph Zednik. Zednik looks to Waterman. Waterman, foul line shot's good. Scott Waterman. Chariho brings it up. Bodick with the ball. Bodick drive. Gets it over to O'Leary with the shot. Misses. Rebound. Crum. Brian Crum moves it up the floor looking for somebody. Gets to Scott Waterman, who breaks the timeline. Comes over to Tom Zednik. Inside to Dave Hansen, who goes up. Scores and gets the foul. He'll be shooting one. Good look by Tom Zednik on that play. Hansen at the line to shoot one. It's up, and it's short. Rebound. But there's a foul called. Foul's on number 24. Tom Zednik over the back. Chariho to inbound. Now into the game for Chariho. Number 25, Troy Boucher. And for Johnston, number 30, Tim Arnold for Dave Hansen. Boucher inbounds to number 10, Mike Shields. Shields moves up the floor, back to Boucher. Over to Shields. Shields looking for O'Leary. O'Leary gets it. O'Leary back to Shields. Shields to Boucher. LaRiviere gets knocked out of bounds by Brian Crum. Boucher to inbound to 15, O'Leary. O'Leary trying to go inside, knocked away by Brian Crum. Up to Scott Waterman, who takes it, passes to Crum. Crum, good for two. Good ball movement by Johnston that time. Chariho moves it up to number 15, O'Leary. Back to Shields. Shields tries to get to O'Leary. Timmy gets a hand on it. Good defense played by Johnston. Boucher with the ball to Shields. Shields throws it out of bounds. Johnston ball. Everything going Johnston's way this half. They're playing impressive basketball, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Definitely.
Scott Waterman moves it to Timmy Arnold. Over to Brian Crum. Back to Waterman. Gets it into Tom Zednik. Zednik nowhere to go. Turnaround. It's off. Crum with a rebound. Keeps it alive. Back to Zednik, who puts it up and in for Johnston. Chariho moves it up now. Shields looking for O'Leary to Boucher. Back to O'Leary, over to Shields. Shields looking for a cutter. Gets it on top to O'Leary. O'Leary dribbles to Shields. Shields fakes. Passes inside to LaRiviere. LaRiviere up and stuffed by Tom Zednik. Blocked. Boucher's blocked by Ralph Zednik. The Twin Towers of Johnston. Tim Arnold to Crum for three. It's off the mark. Zednik, Tom Zednik to Ralph Zednik, who hits it. Ralph Zednik, the outside jumper. Chariho moves the ball up the floor. Shields inside to LaRiviere. Good pass to Matt Collins, who goes up and blocked by Tom Zednik. Nothing is going Chariho's way. To pass to Tim Arnold, who drives. It's no good. But Tom Zednik's there for the rebound and puts it in. And Johnston crowd is just loving it, ladies and gentlemen. Shields, look away pass to LaRiviere, who puts it up and in. Brian Crum moves the ball up the floor for Johnston now. Crum over to Waterman. Waterman to Tim Arnold. Doesn't take the shot, back to Waterman. Waterman drives. Gets it to Tim Arnold. Waterman for three. It's good! Scott Waterman with his second three-point basket. Chariho moves the ball up the floor. Inside to Collins. He loses it. Johnston ball. Now Crum to inbound to Waterman. Waterman to Crum, who moves it up the floor. being played by Shields. Gets it to Waterman, over to Tim Arnold for three. It's off the mark, but Brian Crum with a big rebound, up, and it's no good. Ralph Zednick drives, and he's fouled. Excellent rebounded by Johnston. They're doing a really good job down low, don't you think so, Jay?
Definitely.
Ralph Zednick at the line to shoot two. Zednick's first shot is up and in. Zednick again. The second shot is up and a little long. Crum with the rebound again for Johnston. Up and in. Tom Zednick grabs the rebound and puts it in. Another offensive rebound. Here comes Chariho. Number 10, Shields to Bodick. Bodick over to Conkle. Conkle, three-pointer, it's good. Dave Conkle with a three-point basket. Now Brian Crum moves the ball up the floor. Over to Scott Waterman. To Tim Arnold. To Waterman, foul line shot. Just off. Tom Zednick with a big rebound and puts it up and in. Johnston totally controlling the offensive boards. Chariho moves it up. Number 10, Dave Shields. No, number 13, excuse me, Dave Conkle. Gets it to Mike Shields, number 10. Gets it inside. To number 15, O'Leary, makes a nice move and puts it up and in. Waterman now moves it up the floor for Johnston. To Tim Arnold. To Ralph Zednick. Looks inside. No, gets it back up on top to Tim Arnold. Johnston looking for one shot. Zednick to Arnold. To Waterman. Back to Arnold. Back to Waterman. Back to Arnold. Arnold to Zednick. With about 10 seconds on the clock, Arnold to Waterman, who drives into Tom Zednick, who goes up, and it's off, but Ralph's there for the rebound, puts it up, and in! Ralph Zednick! And that ends the half. That ends the half. Ralph Zednick with a... Crum inbounds.
On the way.
To Scott Waterman over to Gary Samaglia. Chariho now playing a man-to-man defense. Samag goes it to the corner. Gets it up to Ralph Zednick. Inside to Brian Crum. Crum's up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
Oh, is he a dominant force?
He really has been, you know. Now Chariho brings it up. Number 10, Mike Shields. Gets it over to Conkle. Conkle to O'Leary, back to Conkle, on top to Shields. Shields over to O'Leary. O'Leary shot, three-pointer, it's no good. Rebound, 31, Collins. Gets it inside to LaRiviere. LaRiviere goes, but he's blocked out of bounds by Ralph Zednick. And the crowd loves it. Chariho inbounds. Shot by number 13, Dave Conkle, a three-point basket. Now Chariho with a man-to-man press. Brian Crum gets it up to Tom Zednick. Zednick drives, misses. Samag with the rebound up. It's no good. Rebound Chariho, number 32, LaRiviere, goes coast to coast up, and it's no good. Rebound Brian Crum. Crum moves it up for Johnston. Johnston. Gary Samaglia with the ball. Looks inside to Brian Crum on the backdoor move. Picked off by Chariho's number 10, Mike Shields. Shields looks for O'Leary and throws it out of bounds. Johnston ball. Crum to inbound to Tom Zednick. Back to Crum, who gets it up to Scott Waterman, who hands off to Brian Crum, gets it taken away momentarily. Picked up by Waterman, but he travels. O'Leary to inbound to Dave Conkle. Conkle to O'Leary. Back to Conkle. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Waterman, who gets it up to Samag. Samag gets it back up on top. Tom Zednick inside. Nice pass to Brian Crum, but he can't handle it. Number 10, Shields brings it up. Shoots. And it's out of bounds. Johnston ball. Crum with the ball. Gets it up to Gary Samaglia. Samag over to Waterman. Waterman back to Samaglia. Samag back up on top to Scott Waterman. Waterman drives inside to Tom Zednick, goes up and puts it in. 24, Tom Zednick, his first points to the half. Now brought up by number 10, Mike Shields. Shields to Conkle. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound, Ralph Zednick over to Scott Waterman, who moves it up the floor for Johnston. Waterman, some ball handling. Tom Zednick not ready for the pass. Picked up by number 10, Mike Shields. Over to O'Leary. O'Leary to Shields, to Conkle. Look inside. Over to O'Leary. Back to Conkle. Conkle's two-pointer. It's no good. Rebound, LaRiviere. LaRiviere goes back up with it. It's short. Rebound, Ralph Zednick. Gets it over to Scott Waterman, who moves it up the floor for Johnston. He loses it though, but into the hands of Tom Zednick, and he's fouled. Now into the game for Chariho, number 33, Jim Blanchett. Brian Crum to inbound. As Dave Conkle sits down. Now in for Johnston, number 23, Bob Begelli. Ralph Zednick takes a breather. Crum to inbound. Crum's three-pointer is good, his fourth of the night. Brian Crum. Chariho takes it up. Number 10, Mike Shields. Gets it over to 25, Boucher. Back on top to O'Leary. Picked off by Samag, but out of bounds.
Better than that. Better than that. Was better than that.
Now getting ready to come in, number 30, Tim Arnold. For number 20, Scott Waterman.
Come on, guys. You did everything but that.
Chariho inbounds. Shields. Three-point basket by O'Leary from the corner. Samag now brings it up. Samag looking for somebody to pass to. Gets it to Brian Crum, who gets it up to Bob Begelli. Begelli cross-court to Samaglia, who can't handle the pass, but Tim Arnold picks it up. Samag looking inside, nowhere to go, so he shoots it, and it's off the mark. Rebound, 25, Boucher, who brings it up. Gets it inside to LaRiviere. LaRiviere, no one to pass to, he shoots. It's no good. Rebound, Tom Zednick. To number 11, Gary Samaglia. Samaglia's pass is picked off by Mike Shields, who moves it up the floor. Nowhere to go, brings it up on top. Passes it in the corner to Boucher, three-pointer. It's good! Troy Boucher with a three-pointer. Crum to Begelli, back to Crum. Over to Begelli. Begelli brings it up over the half-court mark. He drives baseline, gets it back out on top to Brian Crum. Over to Bob Begelli. Begelli inside to Tom Zednick. Zednick finds Samag, who goes up and is fouled. Fouled by number 15, Ryan O'Leary. Samag will be shooting two. His first shot is good. His second shot is up and in. He hits them both. Boucher inbounds. Boucher to Shields. Shields moves it up the floor. Shields over to O'Leary. O'Leary back out to Shields. Shields moves the ball over to Boucher. Boucher looks in the corner for O'Leary. Three-pointer. No good, off the mark. Rebound, Gary Samaglia. Samaglia moves it up the floor. Looking for Tim Arnold, backdoor move. Pass is scrambled. Picked up finally by number 11, Gary Samaglia, who gets mauled. And they call a travel on Gary Samaglia. And now Ryan O'Leary has a seat as Mike Harrington comes in. Harrington to Shields. Shields inside to LaRiviere. LaRiviere gets his stripped away by Tom Zednick, who's passed to Tim Arnold. He can't handle it. Up to Shields. Shields over to Boucher. Boucher to Shields. Back to Boucher. Three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound, number 33, Blanchette. These falls. Jim Blanchette draws the foul. And in comes Ralph Zednick for brother Tom, who gets a breather. Both Zednicks playing excellent tonight for Johnston. As Jim Blanchette's on the line. His first shot is good. Second shot is up and in. Crum inbounds to Zednick, to Crum, who gets it over to Timmy Arnold, almost picked off, up to Bob Bagelli. Bagelli drives, past to Crum, it's good. Johnston moving the ball well that time up the floor. Shields with the ball, Shields to Boucher. Boucher to Shields. Over to number 11, Mike Harrington, who hits his first basket of the night. Crum inbounds to Bagelli. Bagelli to Arnold. Up to Crum. Crum drives, fall away, it's good! Brian Crum. He's been a force, don't you think so, Jay?
Definitely, definitely.
Now Harrington with the ball, gets it to Shields. Shields goes up, and it's good! Count the basket and a foul. Where did he find that one? Falls on number 31, Brian Crum. Shields will shoot one. His shot is up and short. Rebound, Ralph Zednick, who gets it up to Bob Bagelli, who moves it up the floor. Bagelli to Crum. Inside to Ralph Zednick. Zednick, the backhand shot, no good. Samag fighting for the rebound, but Harrington comes up with it. Harrington to move it up the floor for Chariho. Harrington to Shields. Shields looks inside to LaRiviere. LaRiviere tries to go to Blanchette. Taken away, back to Blanchette, whose shot rolls off the rim. Rebound, Brian Crum. Crum moves it up for Johnston. Gets it to Tim Arnold. Arnold to Samag. Inside to Crum. Nice look by Gary Samag, but it doesn't go for Brian Crum. Good look by Samag. Boucher moves it up to LaRiviere. LaRiviere blocked by Rob Zednick. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen. Crum to Bagelli in the corner. Bagelli shoots it. Three-point basket, Bob Bagelli. Chariho moves the ball up the floor. Shields picked off by Zednick. Zednick controls it. Pass over, look away to Tim Arnold, who puts it up and in. Johnston doing what they please now as they take control. Boucher from way out. As the third quarter. Boucher inbounds to Harrington. Harrington back to Boucher. Boucher up on top to Harrington, who drives. Gets it over to Conco. Conco inside to Blanchette. Blanchette's fouled. Foul on number 23, Bob Bagelli, his first. Team's third foul. Boucher will shoot two. Excuse me, Blanchette for two. His first one's no good. Second one's no good. Rebound, Ralph Zednik. He gets it to Dave Hansen, over to Bob Bagelli. Bagelli tries to move it up, gets it to Gary Samaglia. Samag drives, nowhere to go, back out to Tim Arnold. Tim Arnold looking, finds Hansen. Hansen inside to Ralph Zednik, who puts it up and in. Chariho now. Conkle with a two-pointer, no good. Rebound Bodick, back out to Harrington. His shot no good. Rebound Ralph Zednik. Over to Gary Samaglia. Samaglia to Bagelli. Bagelli finds Hansen. Hansen goes up and is fouled. Hansen is fouled as he drives. He'll be shooting two.
Look at the score.
Hansen's first shot, no good. One left. Second shot is up and in. Chariho inbounds. Harrington moves it up the floor. Gets it inside to Blanchette. Blanchette goes up. And it's good. The basket's good. Foul on number 32, Ralph Zednik. That foul was on number 21, Dave Hansen, not Ralph Zednik. Blanchette shooting one. His shot's up and in. Hansen to inbound, to Bagelli. Bagelli to Hansen. Hansen to Samag. Samag moves it up the floor to Ralph Zednik. Pass almost picked off. Zednik drives, goes into Bagelli. Bagelli's shot is good. 2-point basket, Bob Bagelli. Nice look by Ralph Zednik. Gets it to Boucher in the corner. Boucher's shot is no good. Rebound, Zednik. Zednik to Arnold. Arnold moves the ball off the floor. Gary Samaglia back to Arnold. Arnold stops and pops. It's no good. Rebound, Hansen knocked it out of bounds off Steve Bodick.
Go! Go! Let's go!
Now into the game for Chariho. Number 32, LaRiviere. Number 10, Shields. And for Johnston, number 14, Eddie Davies, as Gary Samaglia gets a rest. Hansen inbounds to Bagelli. Bagelli again, no good. Rebound, Blanchette to Conkle, up to Shields. Shields to Harrington. Harrington back to Shields. Back to Harrington, knocked out of bounds by Bob Bagelli. Good hands on that play. Harrington to inbound for Chariho. To Conkle. Conkle dribbles. He's looking. Gets it up on top to Harrington. Over to Shields. Shields drives. He stops. He pops. It's no good. Rebound, LaRiviere. He goes up and he's stuffed by Ralph Zednik. Chariho to inbound. To number 13, Conkle. 3-point basket. It's no good. Rebound, Dave Hansen. Up to number 30, Tim Arnold. Tim Arnold looking. He's harassed. He's fouled. Fouled by number 11, Mike Harrington. Arnold was mauled on that play. Hansen to inbounds. Gets it into Tim Arnold. Arnold fiddles and diddles. Gets it over to Bagelli. Bagelli to Zednik. Zednik looking. Drives. Gets it to Bagelli on top. Bagelli drives. Shoots. It's good! Bob Bagelli leans in for two. Chariho takes it up the floor. Conkle to Shields. Shields over to Harrington. LaRiviere scores for Chariho. Zednik inbounds. Bagelli with the ball. High pass up to Ralph Zednik. Zednik turns. Shot is good. Ralph Zednik. Conkle takes it up. Finds Shields. Shields, nice pass inside to LaRiviere, who can't get it to fall, but knocked out of bounds off Johnston. Coming in for Johnston, number 22, Chris Gentile, and number 15, Mark Capaldi, as Tim Arnold and Ralph Zednik gets a rest. Well-deserved rest for Ralph Zednik, as he's played a hell of a game so far. Chariho now with the ball. LaRiviere inside to Blanchette, but he's fouled by number 14, Eddie Davies. Blanchette to shoot a 1-and-1. His first shot is up and in. His next shot is up. No good. Rebound, Eddie Davies gets it up to Bob Bagelli. Bob Bagelli moves it to the middle of the floor. Pass to Gentile, he wasn't ready for it. Inside the Gentile, turn around. No good. Mark Capaldi with a big rebound. And he's mauled going up. He got hammered on that play. Capaldi will be shooting 2. Capaldi's first shot is up and no good. Capaldi's second shot is up and in. Mark Capaldi. Chariho moves it up. Shields to Boucher. Picked up by Capaldi, but he can't handle it.
Let's try, Mark. Almost. The ball was a little wider.
Boucher to inbound. Gets it into Shields. Shields to Boucher. Boucher inside to Blanchette. Blanchette to LaRiviere. Picked off by Gentile. Gentile throws it. Almost picked off by Chariho. Dave Hansen controls it. Up to Bob Bagelli. Bagelli with the ball. Shoots the three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound LaRiviere to Conkle. Conkle to Shields. Back to LaRiviere. Nice ball movement, and he can't get it to fall. Rebound off Blanchette, and it'll be Johnston ball as Dave Hansen will inbound to Bob Bagelli. Pass up to Gentile. Gentile can't get it to fall. Blanchette rebounds. Shields moves it up the floor. He stops, he pops. It's no good. Rebound, Mark Capaldi, who goes to the middle of the floor with it. Mark finds Davies. Davies. Shot is no good. Big rebound by Dave Hansen. His shot is no good. Gets it again. And he's fouled. Dave Hansen is fouled as he goes up. Timeout now called by Chariho. As Chariho takes the floor. Hansen at the line to shoot 2.
That's funny, Bob was a lot of control on that shot. He hit up the middle of the square.
Dave Hansen's first shot is up and in. 1 left. Second shot is up and in. Boucher to inbound for Chariho to Harrington. Harrington gets it over to Conkle. Conkle shoots in and out, no good. Rebound Hansen. Hansen moves it up to Bob Bagelli. Bagelli drives, gets it back out behind the back. Over to Davies. Davies drives. He's stripped. Boucher controls. Boucher up for Chariho. Gets it to Harrington. His baseline shot is no good. Rebound, Chariho, LaRiviere, out to Conkle. Conkle to Boucher. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Hanson. Hanson to Capaldi. Capaldi moves it up the floor. He's stopped to Bagelli. Bagelli in the corner to Davies. Davies to Mark Capaldi. Capaldi drives, but he's guilty of traveling. That'll be Chariho ball with 2:30 left to play. Boucher with the ball. Gets it up on top to Conkle. Conkle to Harrington. Inside to LaRiviere. LaRiviere gets it taken away by Bagelli. Bagelli pulls it up, gets it to Gentile. Gentile's shot is good. 2-point basket, Chris Gentile. Off the pass by Bob Bagelli. Chariho moves it up. Harrington to Boucher. Boucher fiddles, diddles, shoots. It's no good. Ball's out of bounds off Johnston. Chariho to inbound. Harrington inbounds the ball for Chariho. Oh, it's picked off by number 15, Mark Capaldi, with a spin move, but it's taken away. Conkle with the ball. He goes all the way, and he's fouled by number 22, Chris Gentile. Foul was on Gentile. Conkle will be shooting 2. Conkle's first shot is up and in. The second shot is up and no good. Rebound Dave Hanson to Gentile. Gentile to Bagelli. Bagelli up court to Davies. Davies moves the ball. Looking for Hanson. Can't get nothing. To Bagelli. Bagelli to the corner to Davies. Back to Bagelli, who gets to Capaldi. Capaldi for 3. No good. Rebound Dave Hanson. He goes back up. And he's called for traveling. Very controversial call there, because I thought he was fouled as he went up. Chariho with the ball. Harrington for 3. No good. Rebound. Slapped around by Johnston. Chariho gets it to LaRiviere. He can't handle it. Taken away by Gentile as now Chariho scrambles for the ball. Goes to Mark Capaldi, number 15. Who throws it out of bounds?
Ball must have been wet.
Chariho, Jim Blanchett goes up and he's fouled by number 14, Eddie Davies.
They should really try that wet ball.
Capaldi just lost the handle. That pass, I think, was intended for number 23, Bob Bagelli. I'll check on that and I'll get back to you. Jim Blanchett will shoot 2. Blanchett's first shot is up and rolls around the rim, and it's good. Blanchett, second shot is up. It's short. He gets his own rebound. He goes to the basket. He's blocked temporarily by Gentile, but goes to LaRiviere, who puts it up and in. Capaldi gets it up to Davies. On top to Gentile for 3. It's no good. Rebound back to Gentile. Puts it up and in. 2-point basket, Chris Gentile. Moved up now by Chariho. Boucher to Harrington for 3. It's short. Harrington follows. Foul line shot. It rolls it in. Capaldi now controls. Capaldi up to Gentile. Gentile to Davies, who can't handle it. Blanchett to Boucher, who puts it in. Gets to Capaldi. The buzzer! No good. But Johnston with a very impressive victory over Chariho as they win easily 82-45. Great game played by all the Panthers. A very well played game, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Definitely, and we are out of here.
Signing off from Johnston High Superdome. Commentating tonight,
Yes, Panthers.
this is Dave Palantonio for Jay Billabram saying good night.